Welcome back to Keeping It Together, Marriage 101.
Today with us we have Rodney Robinson and his wife, Christina Robinson.
Today we just want to jump right into it. We do have a lot of questions, and one question is something I really got to get the answer to it. Because if so, I might have to quit this marriage thing. If it is true.
It's going to be serious.
So, I'm not a cooker. I can't cook, and I'm not going to lie to you guys on YouTube.
Take the camera off your face.
But is it true, Christina and Rodney? Is it the only way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
You asking me first?
Yeah, ask you first.
Oh, no, it's a myth.
It's a myth.
It's
Thank you,
it's
Lord. I got it.
It's something made up. You know, that's something that a lot of couples, when they're trying to impress each other, they do that a lot and whatnot and so forth. But as you get married and time goes on, you actually don't do that as often. And then it deals with if you was brought up and a lot of cooking was instilled in you as a young person, you would continue that. But a lot of times with today's society and young women and so forth,
They extinct. The cookers are extinct.
Exactly.
I'm trying to say the cookers are extinct.
Right.
Grandmamas and grandmas and grandmas.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yes, ma'am.
When Kenny first met me, he knew that I didn't cook.
Right.
But he still stayed.
Right.
And he's still here.
Right.
So just in case those young girls feel like, hey, I got to know how to cook. Really, you don't. You can go to McDonald's, you can go to Burger King, cook
Mamas.
out. Mamas, because his mom actually just made a dinner for us not too long ago and actually gave it to us. So it came with dessert. So he has a really good mom. But Christina, what are some things, I know you know how to cook, but tell me some other things. I hope you know how to cook. Ronnie not that.
She does know how to cook.
She knows exactly. What are some other things that you do also other than cooking that grabs his heart?
Well, he likes affection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, you know, he likes attention. So
Yeah.
that's something I try to do.
Make sure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him
So
know that he's wanted and needed and stuff like that.
another question: if you had to talk to couples that are ready to get married, what advice will you guys give them before they say "I do"?
I would say, like he was saying earlier, be who you are. Do not front. Do not try to pretend like for example, about the cook thing that you just love the cook so much and you just all this, and then when the man marry you, you don't hit a lick of a pot of a pan, and he looking like
Why you
changed. Yeah, like you're changed, and that was you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So be who you are. Let them know who you are. So when you get married, it's not a shocker to the other person looking like I don't even know who this person. Yeah, that's the person that you married. They would just be a front and a mask. Be yourself. You know, be yourself. It works better being yourself.
It's like a mask. It's gonna be uncovered regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the marriage not gonna last because you feel like y'all wasn't a married person and all that stuff. So
In the very beginning.
yeah,
Yeah.
be yourself.
I think I was myself. I just made sure he understood.
Yeah.
I can't cook.
I understood.
And
I understood when empty pots was in there. I understood.
But you wanted my mama grits. Because I can't do this. So I totally understand. Anything you want to add to that, Rodney?
Well, you know, like she was saying, be true to yourself and don't lie and whatnot to the best of your ability. But you know that when you first meet somebody, you're going to try to put on your best.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to do whatever you do and so forth. And then they're going to find out things different about you as time goes on and so forth and everything. So, you know, if you can possibly do that, do that. But in reality, a lot of times we're not going to do that.
Be uncovered.
Yeah.
Y'all can remember some of the dates you guys have been on. What is the best date you can remember?
And for me, it was this one time we went dancing. And it was this man. He was pretending to be James Brown.
You were serious about it.
Yeah, and Rodney put the coat on him, and he really just. That was so funny to me. I've never laughed so hard in my life. That was a good night. We had fun that night. That was nice.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we do date nights too.
Yeah.
So like Friday nights or other, you know.
Making time.
Yeah,
I think that's the key, making time for each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, because even the schedules, we was talking when you have a busy schedule, how do you make time? And then you have kids,
Yeah.
and all these things that you're doing, and you got to make sure you don't forget your spouse.
Yeah.
So date night is like one.
Very important.
And it's for those who cannot do date night. I heard Brother Rick was saying earlier, even going from upstairs to do a massage or anything, you know what I'm saying, to your wife, you have to do something. You got to make time. I used to say to the people at my job before, I used to tell them, I love my kids, and I love them to death. I have 3 girls. But even when they were growing up, they didn't want first. Kenny was first. You know what I'm saying? And I meant that way because I want them to understand this is your dad, and I had to have time for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they understood that. And they still know that this day. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about Kenny. It's about everybody. I mean, them too. But I want to make sure they understood. I had to give time to him.
It's important.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's why a lot of marriages stay together, because they make that time.
Yeah.
And it's very important.
It's very important.
And when you two work long hours, and when you come in, you know, from your days of work, how do y'all relax with each other? How do you take the time to, you know, like, I know you're tired, and maybe she might feel like she want to play, or, you know, kind of be, you know, with herself. How do you?
It just depends on her mood. It depends on her mood, you know. It depends on my mood.
What day it is? What day it is?
There it is.
I know, be honest, because, you know, sometimes she might be resting, and I might just say a few words and whatnot, and just go on about and whatnot, and then, you know, we may have a good conversation about something that happened throughout the day. You know, through the gossip, you know, that I may have through talking with cousins and whatnot and so forth, and I might say, this is what happened, and, you know, say that, and that's basically part of our day. A lot of times, we do a lot of talking.
So that communication, how important is that communication?
Communication is everything. Without the communication, there is no relationship.
Exactly.
There is no relationship.
I think I'm the talker in the relationship. He's trying to get there, but I think I'm the one that does all the talking. But I want to make sure that he understands. So I want to make sure everyone understands that if they don't understand what you're going through, they're not going to know how to relate to you. Because I could come home like that day when he left me. I was telling Rick and Angela, when he left me, I had things that were going on.
That must have been a struggle for you. You can't drop it.
Don't let it go.
We gotta go to therapy for this. We gotta go to therapy for this.
It was an emotional time because I was going through that day, and then to be left.
Something he's never done before.
We got a psychiatrist in the house.
So I had to bring it all back to his remembrance to make sure he understood how I was feeling. So that, you know, I want to make sure they understand. And I want to make sure you understand.
I get it, baby. I won't leave unless you're in the passenger seat.
Because we so used to being together.
We do have something, and I will share this. We do have a little saying that when we upset with each other, it's called no repercussion, no consequence.
Yeah.
What that means is, if it's something very, very bad, you know, we say that first, and then we talk. So you can't hold nothing against me, I can't hold nothing against you.
Exactly.
So we do that firstly, when it's a real ugly conversation, and then we throw it out there. And whatnot. So then when you hear how ugly it is, you can't say, well, you shouldn't have, because we throw that out there. So we do that.
Yeah.
We do
And
that
people
all
got to
the time.
understand, it's okay to disagree.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just make sure by the end of the day, you guys come together. Yeah, make some kind of way. Somebody has to say, well, let me be the bigger person.
Oh, yeah.
And the marriage.
Yeah.
And let me go and apologize.
That's something I had to work on.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. It's 99.9% is Kenny. He's always good. Saying,
I left her again.
saying he's sorry. But, you know, and I think it has a lot to do with me being the knee baby.
You know,
And the family.
blame it on society. Blame it on society.
But I'm learning.
Yeah.
I've been married for 24 years. And I'm always learning something new.
And while we on this subject, let's give a subject of how do we forgive? What are some key things to forgiveness?
Mostly what I just said, that's the number one right there. Because when we lay it out on the table, and it's some ugly things that we talk about sometimes. And
but when you talk about them, after it's laid out, we don't bring them
it's
up.
laid out. We don't bring them up no more.
That's the forgiveness part.
Whatnot,
Because when you keep bringing them up, you keep rekindling feelings. And your emotions start all over again. What happens, and it's playing back in your mind. So that's the key thing that we love to talk about, forgiveness. It's not just bringing it back up. When we say we're going to forgive, let it go.
It's the key. Forgiveness is the key.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
because
keeps marriages together.
we was walking around at one time with attitudes,
Yeah.
and that didn't work. You know, that
Yeah.
didn't work. That didn't work in the beginning and stuff. And you know, so we came up with that, and actually we started playing with that, and then it progressed to something real. You know, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
And that's what we do when we get in arguments or disagreement about children or anything, or going somewhere, or money or what have you, and so forth. Hey, let's do this here first, and then we'll succumb to whatever we need to succumb to. You know.
Because I found out that when we're not as one, I can't sleep at night.
No.
I toss and I turn. I'll be like, Lord Jesus, why don't he just say he's sorry? So I be just
Let me see this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a feeling because you guys are one now.
Right.
So when you hurt, he's hurting.
Right.
And when he's hurting, you're hurting.
Yeah.
Because you guys are one.
Yeah.
You know, that real.
And that's the important thing, because like when you come as one, that selfishness has got to go.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like I said, you wouldn't want nobody to do you like that. So that's why
Right.
I feel like some of the stuff I say, I think about,
Right.
this is me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever I say to her, it's like I'm saying it to myself. You know, and that's the position I wouldn't want to be in. I wouldn't want to be hurt. So that's what makes it easy for me to kind of catch my words, because I consider her feelings.
And it actually don't start in the very beginning. You have to learn that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be trained that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, before we'll latch out to each other when you were younger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't care if I hurt and he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works.
That's just how marriage
But,
works.
yeah.
Nobody gave you a book and say, this is how marriage works. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just the process of learning each other.
Yes.
That's
Well,
the
And
key.
then when you start saying, that really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Come here, let me give you a hug. Let me give you a kiss because I love you.
Yeah.
And I used to tell him all the time, I'm like, I don't have nobody else but you. I used to
Right.
tell him that all the time. Make sure you understand. All I have is you. And then he'll start, you know what I'm saying the same thing. What you smiling for? Where everybody eating? All I got is me.
Cameras on.
Yeah, so that's very important. Is anything else you guys can put out there that other marriages can see and learn from today before we leave?
Well, my final thought is what I want young couples to know that freshly married is be careful what you say to your spouse. Because I said something the other day out of anger,
Yeah.
and then a situation happened, and then it was like,
What's this
now,
out?
yeah, and it's like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that, you know. But a lot of times when you say things, you can't take it back. Even though you can say I'm sorry, but still, the residue of them words is still alive,
Yes.
you know. And so be careful what you say.
Very
You know,
nice.
be careful what you say.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, Rodney?
I don't know, just agree with that.
You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Anything else, Nick?
No, I'm good. And I appreciate Rodney and Christina Robinson coming by and joining us on our show. And until next time, we're signing off.
Keep it together, marriage 1-on-1.